What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Caesar. We back at it again with another video. Man, let's get to it, man. Everybody seen the fight with Ennis and Jaron Boots Ennis. I'm gonna get straight to it, and then I'm gonna jump on the Brian Norman Sr. and all of that stuff that's going on. I'm sorry, but at 147, Boots is that guy, bro. Like, after seeing him fight Ennis, what that showed me is, yeah, he's that dude. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Brian Sr., whatever, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Your son is not that good. I've watched his fights, and even his last fight, and I'm like, you should not be getting excited about him knocking a cab driver out. You're really excited over that? I'm confused. The guy was like tailored for your son. Any cab driver that's tailored for your kid, I would expect you to knock them out. That's your job. And Senior, you're starting to act like Devin Haney's dad and Tafia Lopez's dad, which is delusional. You're delusional. You're doing what those two guys do. Basically, they made the blueprint and you're trying to follow it. The only difference is their sons are more famous than yours. Nobody really knows your kid. How do we know your son? Let's go back. Tank Davis. If Tank don't spar your son, nobody knows your son. Every interview, what you do? You use Tank name to try to raise up more awareness of your son. And you started to get people talking, the video, everything came out. When Tank ignored you, your son went down. Fast forward, you're doing the same thing with Boots Ennis. You're using sparring, and notice, I don't think everybody's following the pattern. Notice what he uses, sparring. Everything with this guy seems to be sparring. Dude, I don't know if you understand this, but no one cares about sparring, bro. Nobody does. Sparring is what sparring is to basically elevate your skill and make you a better fighter and work on certain things that you're preparing for a fight for, whether it's defense or offense or both. Why are you talking about sparring? Like, oh, my son sparred Boots and he did this, that. No one cares, bro. What have your son done for us lately? The only thing he actually did good was win that belt. After that, what? What are you talking about? And I'm gonna be real with you, the belt he took from that dude is not even that good. You get what I'm saying? Had you took the belt from Barrios or Stonios, okay, now we're talking. But that dude who had the belt, he should never had the belt to begin with. He's a good fighter, but come on, stop it. And another thing is disappointing. You keep saying you're a dad, I'm raising my son, da-da-da-da. You're literally raising your son to be a duck. Why do I say he's a duck? And the thing is, I don't even hate the kid. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate him. But you are raising him to be a duck, and you're going about it the wrong way. All I hear is all this. This is what I hear from you. This is what you're doing on the internet. You're doing all these interviews, and you do more interviews than your son do fighting. That is not good. You do too many interviews than your son is fighting. You don't see Boots and his dad on a bunch of interviews talking bad about your son or picking apart things about your son. You're like that kid in school that you crave attention and nobody's paying you no mind. That's who you are. And I'm gonna say why. Boots and his dad, if you notice, anytime they've ever mentioned you, he's never not once talked bad about you or your son. He's not pickpocketed your son or none of that. But every single time you get a chance in the interview, you always have, oh, he's a good fighter. Oh, he's not that good. Like, make up your mind. It's either Boots is a good fighter or he's not that good. You went and placed a bet on Stanionis to beat Boots because you actually really thought Boots was gonna lose. And what I'm thinking is, from what watching it, I think you and your son was praying that Stanionis beat Boots so you don't have to face him and you could just face Stanionis because you know he's a come forward fighter, which you guys probably favor and like. But all of a sudden Boots demolishes him and not even demolish, he washes him. Oh, all of a sudden Stanionis is not that good, or he's okay, or Boots don't have that power. He don't have, you're a weirdo. First, like, make up your mind, bro. Oh, so let me get this straight. He was good enough to beat Boots before the fight, but now that Boots made it look easy after he whooped him, all of a sudden Stanionis is not that good. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Stanionis is better than every single fighter your son's ever fought. And I dare anybody to tell me any different. Stanionis is way better fighter than anyone your son has ever fought, and that's a fact. And I'm speaking facts right now. I'm not hating on none of that. I'm basically attacking the points. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about. Bro, you're sitting here talking about, oh, they didn't offer me this, that, I'm a businessman. You are not a businessman, bro. You're not. Be honest with yourself. Your son would not be able to draw 4 in an Uno game. He wouldn't be able to draw 2, draw 4. He wouldn't be able to draw a wild card in an Uno game. I'm just keeping it a buck with you right now. Why do I say that? Go look up the numbers in your son's, all these other fights. As a matter of fact, debunk that. Let's look at your son's last fight. What was he fighting on? A woman's undercard. Damn. So how can you outprice yourself when your son is not even valued, really? You know, the only thing that you could, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think because you have the belt, you think you can ask for outrageous numbers. You cannot. I'm being real with you right now. Number one, you're not a Tank Davis. Even Crawford was pricing himself out. Let's be real. And guess who had to save the day? Errol Spence was talking to him behind the scenes. Nobody wanted to pay to watch Crawford. I'm going to keep it real. And the sad thing is, he knocks people out, but no one really cared to watch him for the simple fact that he's been under top rank for so long and they didn't really promote him right. Your dad is not promoting you right. I'm sorry to say. And if you think bad talking other fighters or going after Tank is gonna make you popular, it won't. It won't. All you're gonna do is make the fans attack you back and bring you down. If you went the route that Boots did, which is hard work, exciting to watch, you get people's attention better that way. Them dudes never talk bad about no other fighters to get attention or to get quote unquote clout. What are you doing? You think because Devin Haney and his dad, you think you could just follow that route? Where's Devin Haney now? What you fail to realize is Devin Haney's dad put his son on a pedestal so high to the point where Ryan Garcia made him look like a little kid. Oh, testosterone, but man, that had nothing to do with that left hook getting caught every single time. A testosterone can't teach defense, bro. How did Tank avoid the left hook and Devin Haney's face kept getting hit with it? And you think you could just follow that blueprint and it was gonna get you somewhere? My guys, stop doing that, bro. If you wanna be a dad, get out of the light and be a dad. If you're trying to be a coach, do your job as a coach. If you're trying to promote, then choose to be a promoter. Say you're a promoter and we'll understand why you're doing all the stuff you're doing. But if you're not a promoter, what are you doing? You're criticizing Boots on his win. The man made it look easy. And Karen, the last person that Boots fought, I'm gonna be honest, he's better than anybody your son's fought. Because he showed me he can take a punch, hit, and box. What I noticed from watching Boots comes to the level of his opponent. I think he wanted to fight your son, and because you guys backed out, he was kind of like frustrated, and that was just somebody he did threw at him, and he didn't know about him, and he just fought the way he did. If you ever pay attention to every single one of Boots' fights, when it's a name type of fighter or a good fighter, he comes to play. I'm gonna give you an example. Rashidi Ellis, the guy that beat Rashidi Ellis, what did Boots do? He came to not dropped him. Ennis, what did he do? He woke up for certain names is gonna make a fighter wake up for. And you know very well you're not confident in your son. Why? Because I believe your first fight before your son, you was making under $200,000. Under $200,000, and you're crying because they're offering you what, close to $2 million? Dude, what? I'm confused now. You say you're a businessman. Your son, before this last fight, I'm talking about when you was in negotiation the first time with Boots, your son made under 200 grand. And that's just facts. Your son made under 200 grand. These dudes literally offered you quadruple what your son made. Your son would have been a millionaire. You keep talking about, every time they bring it up, you keep talking about, oh, we good over here. We don't need no money. You don't need no money. You have, and this is the thing that people, when they do interviews and I asking this man a question, why you keep saying you don't need no money? We good over here. I made good money. And then you saying, oh, I can show you my bank account. Okay, if that's the case, you good over here and you make money. Why are you crying for more money than what you're being offered quadruple the amount, but you're crying for more money? Something's not adding up here, my guy, and I'm very good at math. Your math is not adding up. Every time, and I'm watching the interview between you and Craig Hackett, you keep talking about how I got this, that, and the third. They're asking you questions instead of answering certain questions. You keep talking about, oh, look at my house. Or this is the interview from a while back. Look at my house. I can show you my bank account. No one cares about none of that, bro. They're asking you boxing questions. Nobody cares about your pockets. Nobody's pocket watching. Nobody cares what you have in your bank account. Nobody want to give a damn about your house. Us fans, me, I'm a boxing fan. Shit, I know how to box. I don't watch your interviews or I don't do things like this to hear you wham, 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 cry, cry, cry. Nobody cares, bro. Get your son in the ring. Take the money. I'm gonna be real. I hate these fighters nowadays. If you that confident in your son, let's be real. Number one, you're getting offered quadruple the amount your son got paid. Number two, you're fighting to get a belt from Boots. If you keep talking about your son is better than Boots and he's there, what's stopping you from making the fight? You keep blaming Eddie Hearn. No, bro. We watching all of this unfold in front of us. It's you. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's you, my guy. You're stopping the fight. Oh, my son's only 24 years old. It sounds like you're making a cop out. Why are you bringing up age? Nobody cares. What does 24 mean? Tank was 21 when he won his first championship. Mike Tyson was like 20, 21. Why are you crying about your son being 24? I'm confused. What does age have anything to do with it? He ain't 2019, he's 24. Put him in the ring. Oh, Boots is not that good. My son hit harder. Dude, prove it. Make the fight and let us see how hard your son hit. Make the fight. Because this last fight you just fought, which is embarrassing. Let me see. This is what makes no sense again. You turned down an offer for almost, 1.7 you said? Close to 2 million? Cool. But then you turn around and go fight a taxi cab driver for 300,000? How are you a businessman? It don't make sense. You keep saying you're a businessman, but you literally went from your son being a millionaire and then you keep talking about, oh, after taxes come out of okay, so you take 300,000. So what happens when after taxes come out of that? Like, what are we talking about, bro? Dude, I could debunk every single thing you do, bro. You so lucky I'm not the one that was asking questions, and because I would have literally made you look terrible online. These people are not asking you the smart questions. I wish I was able to get a hold of you on that interview. Bro, come on, man. Listen, Boots just went and got another belt. That's 2 belts. You technically really in no position right now. Boots is, I'm gonna be real with you, he's the man right now at 147. He got 2 belts to your 1. And judging by what's going on with Barrios, he's not fighting your son. And he's another one that runs too. So you're wasting your time right now. He ain't probably not gonna fight your son. And if they don't fight you, what I'm thinking Eddie Hearn's gonna do is offer him good money because he has a bigger name than your son does because he fought Tank, so he has more. The sad thing is, Barrios has way more fans than your son. Barrios' resume looks better than your son's resume. And I'm just keeping it 100 with you. And I can't even front on him. He ain't duck smoke. He fought Tank and he went and fought Keith Thurman. Your son ain't fought nobody we know. A couple of cab drivers here, a little Uber drivers, maybe a Lyft here and there, you know. And you want to talk bad about somebody else? Show some respect, bro. Keep it real. Boots is that dude. I'm sorry to tell you this. He's more versatile than your son. Your son is 2-dimension. 2. You keep saying, yeah, he hit hard, cool, and he boxed. That's it, he's 2-dimension. Boots is all around. If you paying attention, Boots can fight you on the inside, fight you on the outside, switch, power hitter. And another thing, nobody's really paying attention when it comes to Boots, besides him lowering his standards to his competition, something I noticed Tank does too, is if Boots don't want to get hit, he won't get hit. I don't think people are understanding this. Like this, I wanted to talk about this too. Y'all keep crying, oh, Boots got touched. Okay, let's go back. How many fighters have we watched in history get touched? De La Hoya's got touched. Mayweather's got touched. Mike Tyson's got touched. Muhammad Ali, who was a great defensive fighter, got touched. Sugar Ray got touched. Dude, I can go on. Your favorite fighters all got touched up in the face. If Boots want to box you on the outside, he can do that all night, but we'll probably call it boring because you won't be able to do nothing with him. But the fact that he likes to fight and make it exciting, that's the only reason. And people don't realize, I box, I know. In order for you to get rid of your opponent or try to knock your opponent out or hit him with a body shot or a head shot, you literally have to take risks, meaning you're going to be defensively sound, but at the same time, you're going to have to risk throwing a punch, and you have to, even though you might catch it or you might slip it or roll with the punches, you're going to have to do that in order to either get inside or get close to your opponent, especially if your opponent is either scared, 1, or 2, defensively sound. You're going to have to take risks to get them out of there. And that's what a person that Boots is. And Tank, that's why they fight the way they do. And people, oh, Tank get hit a lot. No, sometimes he get hit because he's looking for something. And if you're not defensively sound, he's going to catch you. People don't realize, pay attention to Boots and them, those type of fighters like him, Crawford and them. They'll hit you 5 times to your 2 hits. So while you might hit Boots once, he done hit you 5 times, touched you up. Is that losing? No, that's being intelligent. That's a box, that's IQ. But some of y'all wouldn't know that, y'all casuals. That's why y'all follow the trends. But I said enough, man. I'm out. Your boy's done, baby. Yo, hit that subscribe button, man. Stop playing with me, man. And the notifications, too. And I don't care if you see this, Mr. Senior. You got it. You want to talk about it? Hit me up in the DM. We do an interview. You know what I'm saying? And we'll go back and forth, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about.